Hello everyone, welcome to the Alrasta channel. So today we will tell spoilers for episode 130 in the SwallowedStar series, based on the novel story. Remember, this is just a novel version. If there are differences in the story in the series, please understand, guys. Okay, instead of being curious, let's watch the video until it's finished. Located in the first competition world, when Moch was in front of Luo Feng, Moch immediately challenged Luo Feng to fight. Not long after, Moch immediately attacked Luo Feng and his axe weapon. Realizing the attack, Luo Feng rushed to avoid it and then counterattacked with his flying knife weapon. Seeing Luo Feng's weapon suddenly made Moch so surprised because he did not expect that Luo Feng had the ability to control his flying knife perfectly. Then Moch tried to withstand Luo Feng's attack and formed a defense with his axe. After withstanding Luo Feng's attack, Moch immediately awakened the power of domain and counterattacked Luo Feng. Moch was from the Ankaro race, which was quite famous in the Qianwu kingdom. The Ankaro race was known as one of the strongest races in the Qianwu universe. When one of the Ankaro races reached adulthood, they automatically became universe level and one of the expert users of the Earth element domain. More than 90% of the people in the Ankaro race often practiced generating Earth-type domains and origin laws. Back to the battle, here Luo Feng also immediately released his golden domain to fight Moch. After that, Luo Feng immediately combined mental attacks with the golden domain and the law of origin, so that Luo Feng's attack this time became so strong and so fast. Then, Moch was desperately trying to block Luo Feng's attack until he was overwhelmed. Because he was still unable to defeat Moch, Luo Feng had planned to use Yanshen Bin's first technique. With that attack, it made Moch admit that his opponent this time was really a very strong and crazy opponent, which he had never found before in the first world. At that time, Luo Feng realized that Moch's defense was easily starting to weaken. So Luo Feng again gave the same attack, until one of Moch's arms was cut off. The severed arm made Moch helpless and unable to withstand Luo Feng's attacks anymore. Because there was a good opening, Luo Feng continued his attacks with a lot of force. In the duel until the end, Luo Feng managed to defeat Moch. After defeating Moch, Luo Feng realized that Moch's domain power was at least at domain level 8. At the same time, Luo Feng's points also increased to 6,129,030, and his rank now rose to 191. Luo Feng then tried to find prey again, and accidentally saw someone on the balcony of a building not far from him. The person was wearing a green robe, which turned out to be one of the 10 genius warriors participating in this competition. She was given the nickname Windmill. Here, Windmill then immediately came down to Luo Feng while saying that she actually wanted to fight Luo Feng, but Windmill chose to play it safe and not fight with him. So Windmill immediately rushed away from Luo Feng. Investigated, Windmill turned out to have recognized Luo Feng and had seen his fight against Moch. After Luo Feng defeated Moch, Luo Feng's name became even more famous and was considered one of the 3 major forces in the first world. Meanwhile, in the 88th world, Lei Shen was seen dealing with a male warrior who was occupied with the title Savage, aka Rongjun. Similar to Luo Feng, this Rongjun was a genius, as well as one of the 3 main forces in the 88th world. Rongjun likes to fight with strong opponents, and only warriors of genius and true strength can attract his attention. In the 88th world, there is still no opponent that attracts him and feels suitable to be a worthy opponent. At least, during his time in the 88th world, he had never found an opponent that he was satisfied with. All the races and clans he encountered always ended up being finished off by his short blade. Without saying much, Rongjun then immediately tried to attack Lei Shen. And in just a short time, Rongjun managed to finish off Lei Shen. Rongjun defeated Lei Shen, and Lei Shen was eliminated on day 27. On the other hand, in a world similar to the Qianwu Kingdom, the 72nd world, unlike the others, the 72nd world is said to be able to accommodate humans up to 10 billion people. In the 72nd world, Hong, who also represents the Black Dragon Mountain Kingdom, has 910,293 points and is ranked 1016th. On that day, the elimination stage time given was only 2 days left. Therefore, Hong plans to find more prey to collect points. For the participants who pass the elimination stage, they must be ranked at least in the top 1100. Meanwhile, on the Luo Feng family's universe ship, it seemed that they became extremely shocked when they realized that Lei Shen had fallen in the pre-elimination stage. They realized this because they saw that Lei Shen had lost half of his total points in an instant. At the same time, they saw that Luo Feng's ranking had risen back to the top 128. In addition, one of the other geniuses, named Nabini from the Black Dragon Mountain Empire, was also starting to break into the 862nd rank. In other words, so far, the Black Dragon Mountain Empire already had 2 geniuses that would make it through the pre-elimination stage, Luo Feng and Nabini. Nabini was truly a widely known warrior genius and was also one of the disciples at the Black Dragon Mountain Holy Land. A few days later, on the last day of the pre-elimination stage, it was seen that Luo Feng had accumulated 13,988,292 points, and his rank was now 102nd. At that moment, it appeared that Luo Feng was starting to go crazy and search for Windmill's whereabouts. So far, Luo Feng has managed to defeat 3 top geniuses, but Luo Feng still wasn't satisfied and still wanted to finish off other top genius warriors like Windmill. When Windmill saw Luo Feng chasing her, she immediately flew to Luo Feng. Then Windmill said that he did not expect Luo Feng to want to challenge him because all the participating warriors would be interested in this challenge, which made them come here in droves. But Luo Feng didn't care, because he was confident in defeating all the top genius warriors in the entire First World. He was also not afraid of anyone because he had a card in him that could transform into a golden-horned behemoth that no one would be able to defeat. After a while, the other participants began to arrive, and they all seemed a little surprised to see Luo Feng, who was facing Windmill. At that moment, Windmill told Luo Feng that she was ready and willing to fight against Luo Feng. But she asked Luo Feng to help her first in eliminating the other participants who were watching them. According to Windmill, if she and Luo Feng won in the Wounded West, then the surrounding participants would definitely have the opportunity to attack to eliminate the winner in this fight. Without lingering any longer, Luo Feng and Windmill rushed to use their mainstay weapons to attack. The 2 of them who began to approach the other warriors around them also tried to escape, but none of them survived the ferocity of Luo Feng and Windmill. After taking care of the surrounding intruders, Luo Feng and Windmill moved towards an underground tunnel that could lead to any city in the world. After a while, they both arrived in the northern city, which was filled with pillars, and there they prepared to fight each other. Before fighting, the 2 of them mentioned their rankings to each other, where Luo Feng was ranked 102 and Windmill was ranked 42. Realizing that Windmill was ranked 42, Luo Feng became so surprised and began to feel curious. Windmill told him that the reason she was able to reach rank 42 was because she didn't just stay in one city and continued to hunt in other cities. In addition, Windmill had also fought against an elite genius warrior, which earned Windmill 10 million points after defeating him. And in the end, Luo Feng and Windmill began to prepare for battle using their respective weapons. During the fight, their weapons began to clash continuously and fiercely. They both then tried to increase their attacks until their speed continued to increase and became more fierce. Luo Feng admitted that Windmill's weapon attacks were too fast and too difficult for him to predict. After successfully creating distance, Luo Feng rushed to release the first Yanshen Bin technique to Windmill, who was so surprised that she did not expect Luo Feng to have a Yanshen Bin weapon. The Yanshen Bin weapon was a weapon infused with the 2 laws of gold and space, as well as one of the 9 divine weapons specialized for mental masters. To be able to master the technique of the Yanshin Bin weapon at the star level was unbelievable to Windmill. If a star-level genius attacker truly mastered the first technique of the Yanshin Bin weapon, then it meant that they would be unbeatable at the entire same level. Windmill seemed to feel so nervous, but she confessed that she felt happy as well, being able to meet such a powerful opponent. In fact, she also felt curious and asked Luo Feng to exert the full box power of Yanshin Bin's Twilight technique. Without lingering any longer, in an instant, Luo Feng immediately used all the Golden Law techniques in one attack on Yanshin Bin's weapon. Seeing Luo Feng's attack, Windmill rushed to counter the attack and used mental weapons. In the end, the attack from Yanshin Bin's first technique succeeded in destroying Windmill's mental weapon. This made Windmill very surprised, and she did not expect Yanshin Bin's first technique attack at all. Even so, Windmill did not avoid the attack at all, and instead tried to take it, saying that if she met Luo Feng again, she would definitely win the next battle. After defeating Windmill, Luo Feng said that Windmill lost to him because of a mistake made by Windmill. As a top genius warrior who understood the laws of the wind element, Windmill should not have clashed with each other's weapons at close range. Whereas before, Luo Feng claimed to be so difficult and unable to find an opening to defeat Windmill. Please note that there are many laws of origin, such as the laws of the elements of gold, wood, water, fire, earth, wind, thunder, light, time, and space. Each origin law has its own advantages, such as the golden elemental law, which is hard, strong, and very sharp, and the wind origin law, which is shapeless, flexible, and also unrivaled. At the same time, the battle and victory obtained by Luo Feng immediately caused a big commotion in the northern city. From a distance, a group of other warriors were very surprised to see Windmill's defeat. Even though among the top genius warriors, Windmill was one of the top. Many of the geniuses had previously guessed that the battle between Luo Feng and Windmill should have been won by Windmill. But the result was exactly the opposite of their guess. This way, who else could match Luo Feng's strength in the first place? Okay, that's all for this episode 130 spoiler video. The next video series will be coming soon, so for those of you who follow the series here, just click subscribe and activate the notifications so you don't miss the next episode. Thank you for watching the video until the last minute. If you like this video, support this channel by clicking like, subscribe, and sharing it with your friends. Okay, see you in the next video. Bye.